The Violent Crime Task Force will be on the streets, waiting and looking for potential trouble, disguised as ordinary law-abiding citizens, like the kind who have become victims of violence in a city that is now plagued by robbery, muggings, and murder. Undercover cops will work out of the LAPD Operations West Bureau and direct their force into high crime areas of Venice, Hollywood, and West LA. Deputy Chief Dan Sullivan says this is a high-risk operation requiring the brightest officers the department has to offer.
The key to the selection of people in the task force is judgment. And each situation has to be handled differently. Obviously, I wouldn't want one of these officers engaging in a shootout in a restaurant where there are patrons that are liable to get hurt. The goal is to prevent the robbery from occurring, not to capture a criminal after a robbery.
Sullivan feels police have been intimidated by public pressure and the media, but a new aggressive approach will now be in effect on the streets.
There seems to be a tendency for officers to be maybe overly cautious in how they talk to people, and I am telling my officers, if you see someone walking down a street at a late and unusual hour, 2 in the morning, carrying a newspaper, it may be someone who lives in the neighborhood, and maybe he's a law-abiding citizen, but I want the officers to talk to him, find out if he is. If he is, we'll wish him a Merry Christmas. If he isn't, we're going to find out why he's there, and if he's a criminal, he's liable to wind up in jail.
Deputy Chief Sullivan has issued a warning to the entire criminal element in this city that the next victim they pick on may be a police officer working undercover, and it just might turn out that the criminal is the one who ends up getting hurt. In West Los Angeles, I'm Schuyler Sprouse for News at 10. All right, Chief, what prompted this violent crimes task force?
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the recent series of vicious robbery murders that have been occurring in the west side of Los Angeles, and I have noted that we don't have a great deal of trouble capturing criminals after the fact. We caught the Sunday killers, we've arrested any number of robbers after the robbery, but I don't believe that makes the citizens feel safer. They want to know that they can walk the streets and feel safe at night when they do it. So I've decided to implement this violent crime task force that will deal with the criminal at the street level. I want the criminals to know that the next person that they think about attacking on a bus bench might be an undercover officer. The elderly couple walking the street near the synagogue is liable to be 2 undercover officers, and I will guarantee them that the officers will be the very best that I have in West Bureau. They will be well trained, in excellent physical condition, and the bottom line is, if anyone is going to get hurt during the commission of a robbery or a rape or some kind of a vicious assault on the streets of this bureau, it's going to be the criminal and not some citizen.
Mm-hmm. Could you give me an idea how it might work, say, in a coffee shop, if there is a holdup in progress and there is an officer, part of this task force, that happens to be in the restaurant?
What we will do is identify the districts, those small areas that we report, the reporting districts. Those that have the most crime will be targeted in the 4 West Bureau areas of Hollywood, Wilshire, West LA, and Venice. The crime task force will work in those areas. If there's a robbery in a restaurant, we'll have to take appropriate action. It may be outside.
Are just a little bit intimidated about approaching people that might be suspicious these days?
I think they are. With the constant stream of criticism, the recent court decisions will appreciate that, and those who don't like the idea of being stopped and inconvenienced for a minute or two, well, that's just too bad, because we're going to protect them from being victims in spite of themselves.
Thank you. Deputy Chief Sullivan has issued a warning to the entire criminal element in this city that the next victim they pick on just may turn out to be...
Yeah.
Deputy Chief Sullivan has issued a warning to the entire criminal element in this city that the next victim they pick on may be a police officer working undercover, and it just may turn out that the criminal gets... Go?